Where are you now compared to where your bully's at?
Yeah, I'm in the car and my mom's in the store. It's just easier this way because otherwise I would just slow her down, So I'm in the car.
Where are you now compared to where your bully's at? So
When I was in the 7th grade, I was a little short, fat kid with a mullet and little lightning bolts shaved inside. There was a kid named Peter. He was very tall, and him and his friends used to tie me up with jump ropes in gym class, drag me behind the gym, and beat the hell out of me. When I was in season 2 of Big Time Rush, I went to a gas station in my hometown when I was visiting, and he was the gas station attendant. And he said, "Oh my God, I remember you. I used to beat the crap out of you back in the day. Hey, will you sign an autograph for my son? His name is Michael." And I was like, "Yeah, no problem, man." And I went to my car, I got out a headshot, and I wrote, "Dear Michael, don't be afraid to call Child Protective Services." That's a true story.
where are you now compared to where your bully's at?
So I'm in my living room, and here is bully number 1, and here is bully number 2.
Where are you now compared to where your bully's at?
So I'm currently in my bedroom, and I'm pretty sure that my parents are just downstairs.
Where are you now compared to where your bully's at?
Oh, honey, I've been waiting for this one. So I had 3 main bullies in elementary school. We'll call them Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Every day they found new ways to make my life miserable. They would pull my hair out in chunks. They would jump me after school. They would hit me and my friends. They were always telling me how ugly I was, blah, blah, blah. Well, on Christmas Eve this year, my sisters and I were gathered around. We were talking about our bullies, and I brought them up. And so I started thinking, like, where are they now? So I look up Ed, Ed, and Eddie, and one of them is a teacher to children. Strange. One of them is a mom to 2 kids. One of them is a girl. Pray for her. And then the other one I think worked at a summer camp somewhere, not sure. As I'm scrolling through one of their Facebook pages, I notice that the 3 of them are still talking shit about me 20 years later. Who can blame them though? I mean, this is me. Also me. Did I mention I'm also the co-host of Catfish? I get it though, girls. I'd be mad too.
Where are you now compared to where your bully's at?
So I'm not even 20 years old yet. I have my own place. I have my own car. I pay for my phone. And I've successfully become a TikTok influencer. I have 1.2 million followers. And what is my bully doing? My bully is messaging me on Instagram asking if she can cash out me $5 for a shout out.
Where are you now compared to where your bully's at?
Well, I'm living in Canada with a beautiful man and a very successful career, and my dad is single and alone.
Where are you now compared to where your bully's at?
Former bully here. Yes, I know I look like trash. That's part of the aesthetic. I want to look like trash for this video. So here's an update to anyone that I maybe picked on in high school or just wasn't very nice to because I ran in a crowd that was kind of mean. So you can duet this and you can say, here's an update on my bully. Well, I just failed my last nursing exam. I only get to take it one more time on January 6th. And if I fail it again, I have to redo the semester, even though I already have a job lined up that I need. I'm also about to move into my very own apartment out of my beautiful home that I share with my husband and my daughter because I'm getting separated. You would never know any of this by my social media accounts because I make everything look like my life is picture perfect. I would also like to apologize to anyone I made feel less than in high school. That was not okay. I was a different person and I've definitely learned from my mistakes. But it's probably still good to see me not doing so well.
Where are you now compared to where your bully's at?
I'm sitting in my car, eating an ancient grain artisan cracker, making 6 figures a year and moving to New York. She's a year younger than me and has 2 kids.
Where are you now compared to where your bully's at?
This showed up in divine timing because I just seen my middle school bully for the first time in 7 years. I live in a luxury apartment in the city and I have a studio here. One of my friends is a producer and the bully is an aspiring rapper, emphasis on aspiring. So they come here for a studio session and I have to let them into the building, and the second she sees me, she looks me in the face and then looks down at her phone and does not make eye contact again. After their session, I go and talk to her because, just for the sake of my inner child, I would like to know why she did what she did. She tells me she doesn't remember any of it. Now I'm pretty sure that she was lying and embarrassed because I live in a beautiful ass city apartment and my YouTube channel is growing hella fast. She still lives in her mom's house in our small suburban town that's like 30 minutes outside of the city. And I still remember the day she told me I was never gonna be shit. And would you look at how the tables have turned? Her needing to use my resources for her benefit. Don't bully people.
Where are you now compared to where your bully's at?
Oh, I love this trend. So I was severely bullied in high school. One point, a group of girls actually made a fake Facebook page about me, telling me to go and end my own life. Little did they know, I was already battling with mental illness, and that night, I did attempt to take my own life as a result. However, I am 25 years old now, and I'm a mental health advocate. I'm an award-winning TV director. There was a movie released about my life this year. I also signed a publishing deal with the biggest publisher in the world, wrote a book about my story that became a bestseller. I have my second book coming out in about a couple of weeks. I won an award from the Queen, sat down with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle to talk about mental health. So I kind of got to use the very thing that they tried to destroy me with to now help change the world. So I think I won.
Where are you now compared to where your bully's at?
Currently just laying around, chilling at home. All of my bullies right now are on winter break. My bullies are my 6th grade students. They pick on me a lot. Yeah.
Where are you now compared to where your bully's at?
Buckle up, kids, because this one was actually made for me. Because of constant rejection in middle and high school, my need for validation has peaked and helped my career tremendously. Let me explain. When I first moved to California, I decided I want to be a YouTuber, and I started doing skits for King Batch, also for Hannibal. I then walked my first red carpet. I knew this life was for me. I then gained confidence that all the bitches in high school took. I got to model for Calvin Klein, invited to New York Fashion Week, had a movie in the theater. That's my name. Got invited to Thailand by this guy for taking a picture with him at a celebrity gifting suite. After tweeting this in 2016, got invited to Kylie's pop-up shop for a store launch opening. You can check receipts, look at Twitter. I walked New York Fashion Week as a Victoria's Secret angel model because I was too fat to ever be one. The latest achievement is Trisha Paytas following me. It's enough humble brags. And to all the bitches sitting at home trying to sell me Monet hair products with their twins on their hips and their husbands by their sides making them dinner, stop trying to add me back, Bill, because we were never friends.
Where are you now compared to where your bully's at?
Well, I'm just here vibing out with the million followers that love me and support me for everything that I am as a person. And my bullies from my childhood are living in my comments, who used to bully me, by the way, for everything that I am as a person. But now they want to be in the comments acting like we've been buddy-buddy our whole lives. I don't want the friendship. You can keep it. Wish you well. Don't want it.
Where are you now compared to where your bully's at?
I spent the majority of middle school and high school as the fat girl, so let's talk about it. This is me at my high school prom fashion show where I weighed almost 400 pounds. And this is me in middle school when I joined the cheerleading squad because I thought it would help me make more friends and stop getting bullied. Spoiler alert, it didn't work. So since high school, I've lost almost 200 pounds, 190 to be specific. This is a comparison of me then and now. And I could literally go on for days about the ways I was bullied. One of the most particularly memorable and scarring is kids pretending like the earth was shaking when I'd walk around them. I'll give that one extra points for creativity, but nothing hits home the way that the words like fat, ugly, disgusting, grotesque do. So to answer your question, where am I now? I run this TikTok account with over 70,000 followers to help share my weight loss journey and spread body positivity and body acceptance. Not only is it incredibly rewarding, but I also get to build people up instead of tearing them down. And to answer your final question, I don't even know where my bullies are, and guess what? I don't care either. I wish them the best of luck in all their endeavors.
Where are you now compared to where your bully's at?
I'm in bed drinking a coffee and he's getting ready for work.
Oh, fuck off.
Where are you now compared to where your bully's at?
I'm 26 years old, and after being bullied a lot in middle school and most of high school by mostly the same fucking person, I own a bunch of different businesses, including a car dealership, which I'm in right now, a smoke shop, a few apartments, a couple houses that I rent out, make almost $2 million a year, married with a kid and a great family, almost 56,000 amazing followers on TikTok, a still growing community on Twitch. I think I'm doing pretty good compared to him. I think he's in prison.
Where are you now compared to where your bully's at?
Well, most recently I was in Cosmopolitan as of yesterday, which is pretty exciting, but where my bully's at is a lot more interesting than me. I'm not gonna say exactly like their name or anything, but I did see on the news that they got arrested at Disney, and not just like arrested at Disney, but why they got arrested is so much more interesting. They were pretending to be a DEA or Drug Enforcement Agency agent using a badge they got off Amazon, and they tried to bring a gun into Disney, which, like, why can't you just enjoy Disney normally? But it was a BB gun disguised as a real gun, and now they're in jail. So, yeah.
Where are you now compared to where your bully's at?
Last time I was home, I saw the girl who made fun of me pretty badly in middle school working at our hometown's Bath and Body Works. And I make TikToks now for an audience of like preteens. She might be better off than me.
Where are you now compared to where your bully's at?
Hey, you guys know I have CP separately epilepsy. I have 750 almost K on here. I've been on 2 TV shows. I collab with many brands and companies. I'm a social media influencer. My bully, Toby Garrison, that bullied me all through high school and jail. You know for what? I'll show you. Name of my kid show, but if you look him up, you can see it.